Hi everyone, this is JV Casual Gaming here, and in this video, we're gonna talk about my first ever K-pop boy concert. I've never been to one. This was my first one, and it was with ENHYPEN. It took me by surprise, pretty much. So a little background about myself in K-pop. So I grew up in the '90s, pretty much. So K-pop, I grew up listening to some of the first gen K-pop, such as FinKL, Baby Box, God, and SES, and HOT, pretty much. So those are pretty much the one that I usually listen to growing up as a kid. So yeah, so I don't have any issues with boy groups. I just haven't been keeping up with boy groups at all. So yeah, like I said, I pretty much grew up listening to K-pop, first gen mostly. You know, HOT. That was my go-to boy group, pretty much. So SES, my go-to girl group. So after that, I went to high school, college. I just totally stopped listening to K-pop while I was in college, pretty much. So, but my roommate, man, he sure loved Twice. Every time I came back from class in college, oh my god, he was just jamming. Girls' Generation, Twice, Two in One. I'm like, I don't mind it. So I love K-pop too. So, but I don't usually listen to those. But you can see he got me hooked up to Twice up here. There we go. There's Twice. He kind of got me hooked up with that group. So I'm like, yeah, they sounded pretty good. So yeah, that's one of my go-to group right now too. So yeah. My roommate, yep, he loves Girls' Generation, Twice, even Jolene Taisi from Chinese singers. So I'm like, yep, a lot of variety right there from him. So yeah. While me, I was just listening to Big Bang, and Taeyang pretty much. That's all. That's kind of like my background right now. So for K-pop. After that, after college, I just stopped listening to K-pop pretty much. So focus on work. I mean, it's not that I didn't care. It's more like the real world is right there. You got to go to work, make some money, pay off that student loan debt, pretty much. So that's what I did. I paid off all my debt, debt free. Yeah, money just go to the bank, save, save, save. That's all I did. And then it clicked. One day it clicked. I'm like, might as well spend some of that money, going to these shows that I always wanted to go but never had a chance to go. So yeah, that's what I did. I started going to shows, more and more shows, pretty much. All thanks to my cousins. They dragged me along with them to see those shows. I'm like, yep, I loved it. So I'm gonna go see some more. And that's what I did. I started, going to see some K-pop shows, some regular concert shows. I'm like, yep, this is actually pretty good. So here's some CDs, just in case you guys are skeptical. Some of my SES CDs right here. So yeah, some my HOT stuff. Here you go. I got a few too. So HOT, JTL. Yep. That's what I listen to pretty much. So, yep. So, that concert I didn't plan that concert at all. So, pretty much it just happened by surprise, pretty much. So, I didn't expect to go to a K pop boy concert. It just so happened that I was vacationing with the family in New York during that week. And it just so happened that ENHYPEN was just gonna do their second day show on a Thursday, so I was like shocked about it. So I saw we were pretty much flying in pretty much so on that exact date too. So it was kind of crazy since before that The New York trip that our family planned was like months ago, way months ago. It was pretty much a coincidence, you know. Everybody was just doing research about what they want to do in New York, pretty much. What do you want to see? Where do you want to go? It just so happened that I saw the K-pop group ENHYPEN doing their second show on the day that we were landing on New York. So I'm like, wow, okay, might as well go see one, a K-pop boy group for the first time. I did not know anything about ENHYPEN pretty much. I knew like one or two songs, that's about it. Because of my sisters and my nieces, they are like big fans of ENHYPEN. Real big fans of that group. So yeah, I kind of teased to them like, hey, ENHYPEN's doing a show on Thursday. On the day we land, do you guys want to, come along, tag along with me, and we go see it? Kind of do a wink, wink. Yeah, come on, let's go. I want to go, but I don't want to go by myself, So I kind of hinted to my sister and my nieces that I'm interested in going. Come tag along with me, and let's go see them. And they were pretty happy about it. They didn't think about it. ENHYPEN doing a show, like they're like big fans of. They're like one like big fan. They're ENGENEs pretty much. So yeah. If you're wondering, this is my sister's room right here. You see that? Yep. She's like a big ENHYPEN fan right there. So she's what you call a true ENGENE right there. I'm like, wow. I'm pretty sure you guys can already guess what kind of K-pop I like. Just looking at my board at the back over there. Yep. So you guys already know what some of the stuff that I'm into pretty much. aespa, we got Twice right there. I can do some J-pop too. So yeah, kind of all over the place pretty much. So, but yep, that was kind of unexpected pretty much, that concert. So I bought our tickets on a Tuesday. Think about it. That week. Kind of crazy, dude. I was researching seats. Oh boy, it was terrible. We weren't gonna be sitting together, so I was just praying and hoping that we get some seats that open up so we can sit right next to each other. And luckily, it did. On Tuesday, some new seats pretty much showed up on Ticketmaster, and yep, I just bought it. 4 seats, about $250 each average, so it wasn't bad. For last minute, it wasn't bad. So yep, we got our tickets. I told them, they were pretty happy. My sister and my nieces, they were so ecstatic about it. So very happy about it. So in their mind, they just can't wait. Well, I'm just like, this is my first boy group that I'm gonna go to. I thought it was gonna be Stray Kids, but nope, it was ENHYPEN. So I'm like, the timing was just there pretty much. So I got to go see them. They were good. They were very good. So that Thursday we landed in New York. So we walked around Times Square, exploring New York. After that, we checked in our hotel and got ready to go to the concert pretty much. So we Ubered over there pretty much. That's the only way. Uber to UBS Stadium, and I didn't know what the stadium was going to be like. So it was just, I was surprised it was kind of like in its own little section in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, wow, okay. I didn't think much of it. So I'm like, it was actually a pretty big stadium. I think a lot of ENGENE showed up pretty much. So mostly ladies. And then you see some other guys too, but not a lot of guys. So mostly just ladies. The age group was pretty much all over the place. So we got some younger ones, some mid ones, and some of the older ladies out there too that I saw. Even some of the guys, were like, the age was like all over the place, which is a good sign. So everybody's just there to enjoy the show. Same like me, I'm just there to just see a K-pop concert. So yep, I've been to quite a few K-pop concerts myself, but never a boy K-pop concert. So this was my first one. So yeah, we got there pretty much. We went to the merch line, waiting in line. I talked to some of the engines over there. One of these ladies, she came from, I think, Canada, all the way here. She drove here pretty much, so just to see them. I'm like, wow, okay. I know it's just like, oh, just a little up there a little bit from New York. So you guys came here, okay, driving here. Wow. Talked to some other lady. Yep, she's from New Jersey. Just gotta make that trip. Waiting in line for the merch. The line wasn't too bad, pretty much. So everybody was just waiting in line, going and talking about. So got to our part. So let's see what I bought. This is what I bought right here. I didn't buy anything pretty much, so I just bought this. Walked the line, the red shirt. Yep, pretty much. That's what I got. My sister got the new light stick. She also got a fan, one of those fan thing, and the hoodie, the black hoodie. So my nieces, they got some stuff too. So shirts, hoodies, a lot of good stuff, pretty much. So yeah. After that, we just went and make line and got in the venue, pretty much. So we got in line. I was surprised about security. They didn't do much, Pretty much they just looked at us. We didn't get any bags or anything, so it was quick inside. It was quick going through security, pretty much. So yeah, we got through, went in our seats, and yeah, sat down in our seats. You can see in this video right here, that's our seat. Not bad, right? Not bad. For buying, for last minute big concert seat, buying seats, it wasn't bad. So it was actually pretty good. They were happy, which I'm glad they were. So I never got side seats before, so this was my first time getting some side seats. I'm usually at directly in front or towards the corners, pretty much. So those are my go-to, in the middle or the corners. This was my first time being inside, so it wasn't bad. This seat wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. So yeah. So as we sat there, I watched some of the pre-shows, and I was surprised by the energy, pretty much. So the concert hasn't started, but everybody's already having a good time, and that's what I expected from a K-pop concert, Yeah. So the music video playing from the background, I'm like, yep, this is gonna be a good show. Everybody's having so much positive energy, So yeah, everybody had a good time. And then they showed the light stick too. I'm like, wow, kind of stinking all those light stick together. It was kind of cool. That's the first time I ever seen that, doing a light stick test like that. So yeah, you can see in this video right here. It's time to test your light stick, light band. That light stick test, it's actually pretty cool. Pretty much all the light stick that was turned on pretty much sync to one another, pretty much. So it was actually pretty good. So 2, 1, ta-da! Is it blinking red? If it hasn't changed automatically, check again if the light stick or light band is on, or if there is enough battery left. If it keeps blinking in blue, you're in Bluetooth mode. The bathrooms, I had to talk about the bathrooms because before the show started, I had to go. Everybody does use the bathroom, because they don't know that no one wants to go in between shows because that's not how you do it, So yeah, I had to go to the bathroom. The guys' bathroom, there were pretty much no line. While the girls' bathroom, there was like a big line. Yep, it's like a big line. Like 10 people were just waiting in line, just telling them go to the girls' bathroom. Like that's probably one of the benefits of going to one of the boy band K-pop concerts. So there wasn't a lot of guys that I saw. There was like 5 of them in the bathroom, so it wasn't bad. So and I see dudes too all over the place, like brothers, boyfriends, husbands. I see. It's like, yeah, it's pretty normal stuff right there. no issues. Everybody just there to have a good time, Yeah. So yep, I bought some drinks and I went back to seats pretty much. So sit down and just chill, wait for the show to begin pretty much. So the show kind of started. So pretty much the light dimmed down and the concert begins. So it started off introducing all the members pretty much. So for some reason the lightings during the introduction wasn't too good, so you couldn't see them like too well, especially on the screen, because there's like I don't know, it's like it wasn't clear pretty much because the color pretty much there's like a red light color like all over, like shiny. Maybe it was just lighting. The lighting was pretty bad pretty much, so it was kind of hard to see the members very clearly the introduction. But other than that, it was a good introduction. It wasn't like I thought it would be, but people were just screaming. There was a lot of cheering pretty much, so from the ladies. I was just there trying to absorb all those energies because why it felt so good, in K-Dot, something like that, Everybody was just cheering, cheering for their bias, I understand, And I loved it. It was good. They started off with brought the heat back, and yeah, that pretty much kicked off the show. Pretty much, they really showed us, ENHYPEN really showed me what they're all about. So yeah, they did their thing, dancing, and the thing that surprised me the most was when they were talking to the engines. I'm like, ENHYPEN, they're talking to engines. I'm like, for a good long time, which I loved it. It lets me know what kind of person they are. It lets me see what kind of the vibe they have towards the engine, and it was all positive right there. So yeah, there was like I think it was like 7 members, so they all talked like a good 5 minutes each, pretty much. So it took about 10 to about 20 minutes per just talking. I'm like to engines. I'm like, wow, this is pretty good. I loved it. I can actually feel their energy, feel their vibe, seeing how happy they are just to see engines right there. There was quite a lot of engines too. They're in New York, so yeah, kind of. I was surprised by the energy. That energy from the New York crowd is way different from the energy from Chicago crowd.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, it's like you can't compare it. Or maybe it's just because I can't really compare girl groups and boy groups. Can I? No, I don't think I can. But I think might be just because it's a boy group, so girls they can scream and cheer louder. So yeah, it's got to be that pretty much. So other than that, yeah, kind of hard to compare Chicago and New York pretty much. But so far, New York, man, that energy was a whole nother level pretty much. So it's like next level right there, dude. Crazy. But it felt good. ENHYPEN, they sang one of my favorite songs. I was surprised. They sang Moonstruck. Can you believe that? That was my favorite song from ENHYPEN. They actually sang that song during the concert. I'm like, wow, okay. And it was good. It was good, very good. That was so good. My sisters and niece, they loved that song so much too. Like, yeah. And then they went to XO. I'm like, wow, XO? I love this song too. This is like two of them my favorite songs, Moonstruck and XO, pretty much. Those are the only 2 songs I knew going into the concert, pretty much. So other than that, I don't know any other songs. So yeah, but it was good. They sang Moonstruck. I liked it. They sang XO. Wow, see that? Oh my gosh, that setting from XO. That was a beautiful setting right there. Very beautiful. That it was so good. It was just so good. Can't really say much, because it was that good. They really surprised me. They also sing Given, Taken. That was actually pretty good. I've never heard of that song before, but I heard it. And then I'm like, given or taken. I'm like, wow. That was so good. That song was just amazing, dude. Really, really amazing. I can't believe how good that song was. And then the one that shocked me the most, one of my favorite song of the nights, Fatal Trouble. Oh my gosh, that song was so good. You should have seen it. That scenery, background effect. Oh my gosh, that was so good, dude. Fatal Trouble. There's nothing bad you can say about it because it's just that good. The singing, the background effect, the mirror in the background showing their backs. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this just New York or is this? Are they gonna do this in Chicago too? I don't even know. So, but still, that was an amazing setting for me. Whew, that was so good. Fatal Trouble. That was my favorite one throughout the night. I love that song. Yeah, pretty much towards the end, pretty much everybody. I thought it was over. Everybody started leaving like that, and then for some they popped out with another song, one last song, "Go Home or Go Big," and that was like it was just pretty lit right there. Go home or go big. Now, that was actually a good ending song, pretty much. So my nieces, my sisters, they stood up, they sang along. I'm like, everybody's just singing along in that song. So yeah, it was good, dude. Yeah, yeah. Everybody was just singing along. Go big or go home. That was actually pretty good. The vibe was just amazing for that song. So yep. So K-pop boy group, it's actually pretty good. If you haven't been to one, you should. I recommend it. So like I said, I don't have anything against boy group. It's just that being a guy, go to those kind of shows is kind of by yourself is kind of awkward. So usually I tend to give a hint to my sister or my nieces, hey, you want to come along with me? See these guys. Because going by yourself as a dude, now that's pretty awkward, pretty much. So, but hey, at the end of the day, K-pop is just K-pop. So yeah. So the show was over pretty much. We got out, and it was just pure chaos, pretty much. Remember, we took Uber, so we had to take the Uber back to our hotel in Times Square. So I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm looking at there's like so much like car backed up. So I'm like, luckily we didn't wait long. We got in one like closer driver and decided, hey, I know we might have to pay a little more, but hey, at least we get to go. When the Uber guy was just driving out of the stadium, I was just shocked. There was like I remember, like I told you guys before, the UBS stadium is kind of in the middle of nowhere, and there's only one road going inside in the stadium and one road going out of the stadium. So I'm like, you can see all those cars getting backed up so long. Those lines. I'm like, pretty chaotic. But luckily we just got lucky and we got our Uber early and we left. So yeah, it took us about 30 minutes to get back to our room. So yeah, other than that, we just chill. We just talk about the concert, and they loved it. My niece, my sister, they loved the concert. I loved it too. It felt really good, and I'm glad I went to a boy group K-pop concert. It just so happened to be in Hyphen. You know, they were great. They were great. They put on a good show, pretty much. So that was the first day of New York for us, pretty much. Our first day of New York. And we still got 4 more days left to spend in New York. And we're like, wow, that was a good start. Very good start. So that was pretty much my first day of New York, pretty much. Doing vacationing, pretty much. So ended with the ENHYPEN concert, pretty much. So it was actually pretty good. So if you haven't been to a boy group and you're a guy or a gal, I recommend you go. Just do it, You won't regret it. There's like so much positive energy. It pretty much lift up your spirit too. So yeah, I do recommend going to ENHYPEN, they were great. They put on a good show. I loved it. My sister loved it. My niece loved it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video right here. So, it's just me talking about the concert. If you like this video, like and subscribe, So, I try to go to more concerts, but we'll see what happens. It really just depends on my schedule. If I'm working or not, so yeah. But other than that, peace out, dude. Peace out. Just go out there, enjoy life, enjoy a good show. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys next time.